Hello, love ninjas. I am lighting my new incense that I got called Meditation Incense by Hem, H-E-M. Anywho, so I wanted to do a video because tonight is the full moon and because we are still in the middle of Mercury Retrograde. And retrograde, Mercury, reminds us to chill out a little bit and to not take things so seriously. And right now with this full moon, there's so much that it is stirring up and it's kicking up. And I have a lot of people that I know contacting me right now, literally losing their shit. And that's kind of what happens with Mercury. Mercury is going to encourage us to go deeper. It's going to bring up situations that you may find yourself in the middle of, and it's going to bring up old feelings that you thought you already dealt with. And in this process, and I'm going to remove this now because this is just a reminder to relax, to not take everything so seriously. And as some of these old situations are coming up, or situations that are triggering old emotions, old wounds are opening, it's a good idea to remember to be easy on yourself. And that's what Mercury does. Mercury is a jokester, a trickster. This is why during this period of time, a lot of computer programs don't work. Certain apps just keep shutting off. We have to call our IT department at work quite a bit because things aren't flowing or they're shutting down. Mercury wants us to remember, relax, get out of your own way. Don't take yourself so seriously. And I was watching a video today by Gabrielle Bernstein that she was talking about her yogi teacher, saying this is serious. Breathing and meditation is serious because out there, it's hard. And when she said that, it made me think, outside, out of our safe space, it's hard out there. And our relationships, our family relationships, our friendships, issues with crazy madness, people on the streets, in the banks, out there, it's hard. And so during this period of time, I want in here to be easy. I want you to be softer with yourself. That's why I call it return home, finding your way home. And that's actually this whole big event that I'm kicking off on February 21st, because in all this crazy madness, we simply desire peace. We desire clarity. We desire relief. We desire a surrendering so we can return home. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of reminding. It takes a little gentle push, and sometimes that push is not what we want. And we say, oh, I know breathing is important. I know I'm my worst enemy. But patterns speak volumes. So it's the definition of insanity. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result, and then you try it a different way and you keep getting the same result, we may need to switch things up a little. What are you not doing? It's kind of like that joke with the guy that says, doctor, every time I lift my arm, it hurts. And the doctor says, well, don't lift your arm. Yes, very dry joke. But it's the same kind of thing with our own spiritual practices. And I know a lot of people hear the word spirit and they, God, source, higher power. It doesn't matter. It's still a returning to who we are. So if you neglect that part of you, out there is always going to be the main focus. We are mind, we are body, we are spirit. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And most of the time, we simply experience life as human beings without bringing in that spirit, without returning home. So during Mercury retrograde, relax. Let these issues come up. Practice self-forgiveness. I forgive myself for being so hard on myself. I forgive myself for being too afraid to ever address this issue. And you don't necessarily have to take action at this moment. Sometimes just sitting in that forgiveness, knowing Soon I will take action, but for now I'm aware that I have been very hard on myself. I've been fearful. And I've lied to myself. Just sit in that moment and make that okay. You can only learn true forgiveness by having experiences that prompt us to forgive. We can only truly love ourselves when we experience the ugly things and love ourselves and forgive ourselves through the imperfection. So as we are kicking around this life, remember, it is good to get out of your own way. It is good to be light. It is good to be fun. It is good to relax. So breathe. Tonight's the full moon. Be in this space. Hold your breath. Let it go. Let it go. You know, our guides talk to us all the time in signs. And it's funny because this whole Frozen movie has really made an impact on thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And what people don't realize is their guides are talking directly through them. Every time Indina Menzel sings Let It Go. So I urge you to let it go. I'm looking at my clock ticking here. You have a great night. You know where to find me.